Yeah, go ahead, Jeff, go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead. It's not loud.
Which way is it coming from?
Yeah.
All right, so we are live right now, and then we can just call our meeting to order when we're ready.
We'll wait for Jennifer and Jeff. Take your time, Jennifer. I think John, we're ready when you are. He might have went to the restroom. The good thing is, are we live right now still?
Yeah, you're live now on the new meeting.
That is why we are going in such a good direction and be so positive, because a lot of these issues, when you can afford it, they go away. We want to do it all. We love to do it all for everybody. But I feel it's good. So there will be an amendment to the Lake Club contract. I put that on here, so that's true.
We get other business on this one, too. That's a good idea.
Right, you were doing Kimball. This is Fred.
That feels pretty good over here.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
it's fine.
No, it feels good.
Okay,
Go to extremes here, we're freezing in the winter, and then it gets,
Angela, you ready? Council ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome everybody to the regular council meeting of the Village of Walton Hills of Tuesday, May 17th, 2022 at 9:01 p.m. First order of business is Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hang on.
I think he's getting up.
What did you tell me? You told me to get the top out of it. You're not going to tell me to leave. You're still a small man.
And here's the thing about the ordinance we passed about.
I heard that, Jeff.
About the what? Oh, thanks. Where did you have this out? In your pile?
Yeah.
Okay. Bear with us, the mayor's grabbing something. Yeah, okay.
Marion called me for a second, so let me just hang on one second,
Let me go
okay?
back to John.
Sure.
We need to start having an officer again.
This is.
We're on pause, everyone.
We're on pause.
She's
We're
letting
we're
the,
on, letting the residents know we're on
Residents
pause.
know.
We started the meeting and the mayor got up.
I think that's for tonight, right?
Oh, we have some downstairs too if we needed.
I think there's a couple more by Ray.
How's your knee or back? What'd you hurt?
I'm better. Much better.
Was that you walking in front of me?
Yes.
Why didn't you stop up? I was waiting.
Oh, I saw people working.
One of them was
I
me.
thought they were like trying to get people to help. I'm okay from the waist down. I still have weight limitations on the upper part.
Okay.
So I'm like, no,
I didn't think that was here.
Oh, yeah.
One vehicle, Oregon plate. I know, I waved at somebody.
That was me.
Oh.
Yeah, well, right. Yeah.
And we
I
saw-
thought it was you, because
if you wrote-
usually, I'm like, what?
I do,
You
yeah.
gave her
Where is
name?
it? Just under your desk? No.
Yeah. Yeah, you can set it on my chair if you want to.
Oh, how did you do
So,
that?
on the bike, I took it from home. So, today was like a,
Okay,
I'm gonna go out there and,
yeah.
when I get 5 miles, with no pain meds. I wanna get it, see, I wanna see, what am I feeling?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, like, the doctor said, they give you a time to take. Generally,
You don't want this thing?
okay.
I'll look, you're good, just so I have the number, because I'm gonna, I should have looked before, I could have gave it to her before tonight.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's just a one-liner, it's not permitted. Kind of one that preempts us from doing anything.
That's what I'm saying, and that law's gonna,
Seems like there's different versions of it too, that are going floating
well,
around.
there's probably some random thing buried in it too, as the other House bill, that has nothing to do with it. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what the motive for that one is.
I have no idea.
A big real estate, you get it?
Probably, because I'll tell you what, the guy who owns the one next to my mom's, he quit his job, he's now a real estate investor, Airbnb.
I'm not sure, I wasn't paying attention. They had a word, so.
Not possible.
just leave it.
Okay, we're live still, so
It's good to
we're
be-
back.
One day at a time.
Yay.
I didn't say it was anything, but within 5 miles.
Yeah.
Mr. Mayor, we were up to a moment of silence.
Okay, thank you, Council President. So we did the Pledge of Allegiance. I'd like to have a moment of silence. I have a few former residents that I'd like to say a prayer for, and a current resident. Loretta Murphy, William Marshall, and Eugene Pawn. Those were former residents, along with one of our residents, Robert Miller. And also, please pray for the people of the Ukraine. Thank you, everybody. Okay, any roll call? Get ahead of myself.
Councilman Nielsen?
Present.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller?
Here.
Councilwoman Allen?
Here.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Here.
Councilman Weed.
Here. All of council present, along with our fiscal officer, Angela Reve, and our law director, John Montello. Okay, next order of business is the mayor's report. The mayor's court revenue for the month of April. The Walton Hills Police Department issued 128 citations in the month of April. The predominant violation was expired plates, with 47 citations issued, followed by 20 issued for speed and 10 citations issued for driving under suspension. We had no arrests for driving while under the influence of alcohol and drugs. So that's a great thing. Love to see that. Our court report for the month of April, our total revenue was $17,714.75. Year-to-date is $52,096.41. Last year-to-date was $82,804.72. So we are down a little bit there. Okay. Any council comments at this time? Any comments from any residents that are here or live streaming related to the agenda?
Not right now.
Okay,
or any other comments? Everybody good?
Mr. Mayor,
Yes, Jennifer.
if I could, I did want to bring up in the committee of the whole, but we got sidetracked there. I had a call from a resident asking about contractors in the village that are not licensed and bonded. The resident is a contractor themselves. They said they brought this up many times. They've said that they've called the building department when they see a contractor in the village who they don't believe is licensed or bonded. And they've been met with some resistance about the enforcement of that. So his concern is especially about the liability and being consistent with making sure all contractors doing any work in the village should be licensed and bonded.
I can say anyone who registers does usually need to send license and bonding insurance over to the department, because it comes in mail, you know, as we're going through mail, it comes and we give it to Lisa, so they're probably not registered either, I'm guessing?
Yes, correct, because the resident said that they have called to find out, is this person, and
Gotcha.
they've been told no, so.
Okay. Well,
Just
here's,
something that we can,
here's what I know. When I get a call like that from a resident that wonders about a contractor, I send our street commissioner, zoning inspector out there to check up on them, or I'll have the police go, and if it's a weekend and that person's not working, and they get that information, and then we follow up on it. So from my seat, I don't know how council responds to it, but I follow up with it and find out whether they are or not. So I'll have to talk to you about that, and they can fill in who has given them resistance, because I know it wasn't from my office, because I want them to register, so they have to be responsible for the work they do, and also it's a good practice, and it is protects our residents. So
I just
we
told- I
we
told
can
the
talk
resident-
about that.
yeah, I
offline.
just told the resident that, which is why I'm not giving the resident's name or anything either, but that I would bring it up at the next meeting, so.
Yep, we can follow offline with that. Anybody else have any comments related to that, or? Okay. Any other council comments at this time? Okay, any comments from any residents? Okay,
Mr. Mayor?
yes, Jennifer.
I would like to introduce ordinance number 2022-6 for suspension, an ordinance opting out of House Bill 172 and reaffirming the ban on discharging, igniting, or exploding fireworks in the village of Walton Hills as set forth in Chapter 678 of the codified ordinances of the village of Walton Hills and declaring an emergency.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Spitznagel. Vote on suspension.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes.
Okay, suspension passed.
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to ask for adoption of ordinance number 2022-6.
Is there a second?
Second. Oh, Fred got it.
Taking Brian. I got
Brian,
Brian.
okay.
Councilman,
Vote on the motion.
sorry, Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. Very good. Item B, who'd like to introduce that, or who, Mr. Spitznagel, you're gonna introduce that.
Yes, sir. I'd like to make a motion, first of all, to amend section 1, services, paragraph 5, to change the time, which currently states from 1:30 PM to 3:30 PM, changing it to from 1 PM to 3 o'clock PM.
Is there a second?
Second.
Vote on the amendment.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes.
Mr. Mayor?
Legislation with amendment, correct? Introduce
Yes, sir.
for
Um,
suspension.
Yes, sir. I would like to ask for a motion for suspension of resolution number 2022-7 with the amendment, a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with the Walton Hills Club Company and Ohio Corporation doing business as Walton Hills Lake for the provision of recreation services for the benefit of the residents of the village through the remainder of the calendar year 2022 and declaring an emergency.
Second.
Second on the suspension. Vote on it. Vote on the suspension.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes.
Mr. Mayor, I'm happy to
Ask for
ask
approval.
for adoption of resolution 2022-7.
Second.
Vote on the motion to approve.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon?
Yes.
Okay. Item B, resolution 2022-7 passed. Thank you, everybody.
Mayor Colgraf, members.
Yes, Mr. Whedon.
Members of council, I'm introducing for suspension, resolution number 2022-11. Resolution authorizing the mayor to accept the bid of Kimball Recycling and Disposal, Inc. for solid waste removal and recycling services and enter into an agreement for said services for a 5-year period pursuant to said bid and declaring an emergency.
Is there a second on suspension? Mary Brenner Miller? Okay. Vote on suspension.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon.
Yes.
Okay, suspension passed.
Mayor Colgraf, members of council, I'm asking for adoption of resolution 2022-11.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mary Brenner Miller. Vote on passage. On
Councilman
approval.
Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon.
Yes.
Okay, approval passed. Item D. Fred, Mr. Nielsen?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to introduce for suspension resolution number 2022-12, a resolution authorizing the mayor and the fiscal officer of the Village of Walton Hills to enter into an agreement with T. Jordan and Associates LLC for economic development and declaring an emergency.
Second. Second by Brian Spitznagel. Vote on suspension.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I'd like to ask for adoption of resolution number 2022-12, a resolution authorizing the mayor and fiscal officer of the Village of Walton Hills to enter into an agreement with T. Jordan and Associates LLC for economic development and declaring an emergency.
Is there second by Jennifer Allen?
Mary.
Mary.
Mary, okay. I did. Vote on adoption.
Councilman Nielsen?
Yes.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller?
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen?
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman Whedon.
Yes.
Okay, adoption approved. All legislation passed, 5-0. Thank you, everybody. I have no old or new business. We'll have Memorial Day coming up here on that Monday. Our service will be first at 8:30. I'd like to welcome all the residents to come. We have a very nice service. And then we're all welcome to go over into the Bedford service along with our counterparts from Bedford, Bedford Heights, Oakwood, and ourselves. And that's a very nice service too. That's all I really have at this time. Anybody else have any old or new business they want to discuss?
Mr. Mayor? oh,
Yes.
sorry.
Okay, I just wanted to remind everybody that June 7th, we have scheduled prior to the COW meeting, a safety and insurance meeting. And then also on June 14th would be the finance meeting prior to the COW meeting at 5:30.
Our roll at 5:30.
Yes.
Thank you.
And that was the one, Angela, I asked if you could have the answers for the questions with the audit.
Yeah, like a recap of last audit and
Right.
where we're at. Yeah.
Right, and the changes that are being implemented.
Yeah.
Any other?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Mayor,
Mr. Nielsen.
I had a phone call. I guess they lost their horse. They didn't tell me how or how it happened or what, for the Memorial Day services in Bedford. And a gentleman called me and wanted to know if I had availability to a horse or if I knew someone, maybe somebody here knows. I assume he didn't leave. I called back and I didn't get an answer. I asked him to leave a little more information, but I think it's the horse that they're gonna need, that they put the boots backwards on the horse when they have the ceremony. And then it's gonna have to be an animal that will be able to be controlled with a 21 gun salute. So it's, if you know someone or
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I can ask. We know a few people. I can't promise.
We'll get the information. Fred can share and we'll contact that person.
if you, yeah, if you know
Which, this is for up in
For
Bedford?
Bedford, yeah.
Okay.
He really didn't leave any extra information, just basically what, he needed a horse and thought I might be able to help, so.
Okay. Any other comments? Old or new business? I would like to make one comment before we go, and congratulations to Mary's son's gonna be getting married
This
weekend,
Saturday.
this Saturday, so
Congratulations.
congratulations to her, and
Geez, I thought it was a
And
big step on
she's-
the prom.
I told her she better take a lot of, handkerchiefs or tissue, because mother giving away her son is, not, look at, she's
And
gonna
even
cry
after the
already.
COVID delay, they still decided, yep, we're doing it, right?
Well,
So,
they were supposed to do it last year because of COVID.
Yeah.
They held off the year. And it's in North Carolina on the beach. So we're very happy and looking forward to that.
Well, congratulations.
What time
Mary.
should we be there?
What?
What time should we be?
5 o'clock, Jeanette's Pier.
Can-
Tell them for us.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
Didn't mean to embarrass you,
Oh,
Mary, but
no, that's
I think it's a
okay.
great thing. We don't
I'm
celebrate
very happy.
young people or anybody getting married enough. It's a good thing, and it's nice to see. Can I ask for a motion to enter an executive session?
Mr. Mayor, I'd like to ask for a motion to, would like to make a motion to enter into executive session to discuss pending litigation and economic development of 7845 Northfield Road, Walton Hills.
Is there a second?
Second.
Vote on the motion.
Councilman Nielsen,
Yes.
Councilwoman Brenner Miller,
Yes.
Councilwoman Allen.
Yes.
Councilman Spitznagel.
Yes.
Councilman.
Yeah. Just for residents that are here and residents that are watching the live stream, when we come out of executive session to reconvene, there won't be any discussion that I'm aware of, or there won't be any legislation or anything to pass. We will come out, reconvene the meeting, and then adjourn the meeting. You're welcome to stay, or
We will end the line.
we are going to end the live stream too at this time. Thank you, everybody.
We are?
Bye, Jeff.
We're delayed.
Tom, we're gonna go in the office here.